Good afternoon.
My name is Jonathan Hawley. I'm a resident of Old Fourth Ward. That's you, Jason. Hello. I hope you're paying attention. Cornelius was my neighbor, and as far as we can tell, his death was an accident, but that does not mean no one is responsible. I'm here to tell you that you are responsible. You may not have driven the bulldozer, but you oversaw the system of interweaving incompetence and recklessness and open disregard for human life and dignity that ended his life prematurely. It is on you. It is your job to fix this, and I will tell you how. The first thing I need to see is some shame. Condolences, while they are appreciated, are not enough. You should be hanging your heads. Mr. Taylor's mother is here with a letter for the mayor, and she was not allowed to deliver it for security concerns. She's a little old woman. What is the security concern? That is absurd. It's shameful. After shame, I need to see contrition. That's a big word. Contrition means repentance. I need to see each of you tell your voters that you are going to turn this around. You are not going to let this happen again because it's unacceptable. Cornelius, when he was alive, was an unhoused man living on the streets of Atlanta. That alone, in my view, is an affront to human decency. You have $11 billion at your disposal. What is wrong with you? There's 3,000 people living on the street on our last numbers. Projects like the Melody are very nice. They house 40 people at a time. You need 600 of those to really address the problem. Which leads me to action. After shame, after contrition, I want to see action. Housing First has been proven in many cities to be an extremely effective way to deal with this problem. Salt Lake City reduced its homelessness by 70% in the mid-2010s with Housing First. New Orleans has made homeless veterans a thing of the past. There are no homeless veterans in the city of New Orleans. We're gonna let the Mormons beat us at this? Come on, that's insane. Housing First is not a complete system, it's just the first step. That's why the word first is in there. You house them, and then you help them further, but you get them off the streets first. That's how you fix it. It is not going to be easy, but it is going to be very simple. It's just money and time intensive, but you can do it. And I will even give you the first step. The vacant lot right next to the site of Cornelius's murder is unused. It is about 6 or 7 acres of land, which used to have an affordable housing unit called the Wheat Street Garden Apartments. It stood there until 2010. It was demolished and replaced by an urban farm, and that urban farm was dismantled in 2016. The land has sat empty for 9 years. It is owned by the Wheat Street Baptist Church. You can go to them and you can buy that land, or you can lease it from them. You need to talk to Reverend Dr. William J. Smith Jr. or Mr. Holmes, who oversees the nonprofit who controls the land. Either one of them. I'm sure that you have better resources than I do for contacting them. You can build a housing unit there. The foundations are still there. You can go and look at them. The concrete pads are still visible. You can build a housing unit there, and that is a good start. Then you have to build more housing. This is a ridiculous situation. It should never have been allowed to happen. I will remind you all of something you all already know. This is an election year. So in addition to doing the right thing, it is also the politically expedient thing to get on this problem. You can consider this comment a performance review. Your jobs are at stake. I yield the remainder of my time.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is Kat Leatherwood, followed by Michael Jones, who, thanks to yield of time, has 4 minutes, and then Jay Wesley Day with 2 minutes. So Kat Leatherwood, 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kat Leatherwood. I live in East Atlanta, and I've had the privilege of getting to work with a lot of these folks, helping our neighbors who are unhoused. And last Thursday, I went to Old Wheat Street, where a man named Cornelius Taylor, one of our neighbors, was murdered. He did not have an address, but he was our neighbor. He should have been protected by the councilman responsible for that district and the mayor's office. Instead, we hear in town halls about how the homeless make residents, mind you, they live here too, feel uncomfortable and unsafe. But we don't hold town halls at the Old Wheat Street encampment. We don't ask our unhoused neighbors how they feel when they are treated with outright hostility or even worse, indifference by their neighbors. It makes me think of Everest and those who climb it. Those who ascend to the peaks are hailed as heroes. We ignore the money it costs, the guides and infrastructure needed to reach the top. These people are hailed as exceptional individuals. Those who perish are demoted to markers along the path and given nicknames like green boots. They are dehumanized because the truth is harder than anything else. All the money, infrastructure, and knowledge isn't enough. It is often the right conditions or luck that gets us where we are. Cornelius Taylor isn't a pair of boots attached to a skeleton that dresses the landscape. He was a person, he was loved, he had dreams, and his death is a death of potential to grow. You are not smarter, you are not more determined or stronger than him or any of our unhoused neighbors. The conditions were laid out for you to be where you are. My parent was homeless at one point and has stressed this to me time and time again, that we are where we are because of certain circumstances. We are not special. You are entrusted with our tax dollars, and you have failed to build affordable housing. You have failed to increase wages. You have failed to curb rising rents, provide safe housing for those who are unhoused, or safety from the city and police for those who do not have it.
Ms. Leatherwood, your time has expired.
Less sweeps, more housing.
Thank you. Next up, due to yielded time, is Michael Jones with 4 minutes, followed by, due to yielded time, Jay Wesley Day for 4 minutes, followed by Andrew Cohen. Mr. Jones.